Hi, and welcome to the Owatonna Today Show. Thank you so much for joining us on this Wednesday. As you can see, it's Pet Adoption Day here on the show, so we're really excited about you joining us and seeing our beautiful furry friends. We've got a lot of opportunities for you to see some kittens today, as well as a beautiful puppy who is just a gorgeous boy and such a sweetheart. So you're going to want to stick around for that. We're also talking with the Owatonna Public Utilities. And you know, the great thing about the Owatonna Today Show is that we aren't just on once a day. You can find us 6 days a week right on Charter Channel 8, and you can see us a couple times during the day. So when you watch today and you see a cat, and you love that cat, you watch again, and you're going to want that cat as well. And if for some reason you can't find us on the cable channel, you can always find us on the internet. We are on blip.tv, as well as YouTube and on Facebook. So like us there, and Leanne will upload the most recent episodes so you can keep an eye on the beautiful furry friends we have. We want to thank you so much for joining us, and we're always looking for new ideas. So if you've got an event coming up in your life that you'd like to talk about, let the community know about, all you have to do is let us know by sending us an email at owatonnatoday@charter.net. You can also call us at 390-5751, and we'd be glad to see what we can do to get you on the air. So stay with us. We'll be right back with some beautiful furry friends, as well as an update with Owatonna Public Utilities. We'll see you in a minute.
Hi, I'm Dr. Beth Giltfett of Horizon Eye Care Professionals. Eye care you can trust. We're proud supporters of Owatonna Today.
I needed more than just another dead-end job. I wanted a career, so I expressed myself.
With the kids off to college, I decided it was time for me to go back to work and express myself.
Express got me in touch with some really great companies. Now, I'm on my way to a great career.
Express Employment Professionals is in contact with thousands of companies in need of quality employees. Come in now and get the job you deserve.
Express yourself today.
And we are back with the Owatonna
Today
Show, and we have the Steele County Humane Society and some beautiful furry creatures. But first, ladies, I know oftentimes when you take pets out, people say hello to the pets first, but we're going to say hello to you first today. So if you do us a quick favor and introduce yourself. We'll start with the cat wrangler.
Okay, I'm Pat Jorgensen. I'm a foster, and I have currently 6 little bottle-fed babies.
I'm Cathy Lindekugel, and I am the Vice President of the Humane Society, and I do dog and cat fostering.
Well, Cathy, let's talk about you've got, this is the sweetest little boy over here. He is, tell us a little bit about this little fella.
This little guy, we're thinking he's a Dachshund Golden Retriever mix. His name is Sawyer, and he was an owner surrender from Lake Traverse Indian Reservation. And he's not quite ready for adoption yet, but give us a week and he'll be ready to go.
Now, he's only 8 months old, you were telling me.
That is what the vet is estimating, yes.
He's still a young puppy, and he is so calm.
He is very, very sweet, although he does like to play, so don't let this fool you, because he does really like to play.
Yeah. So when you think about adopting a puppy, what kind of things do you have to keep in mind? Because different breeds have different energy levels, so tell me a little bit about what you need to keep in mind when you do talk about adopting a puppy.
I would say the energy level is right up there, and also size. If you have limited space, you don't want to be adopting a Great Dane puppy.
Okay.
If you have where you don't want to if you're in a place where you can't have a big barker, you want to stay away from some.
Building.
Yeah, you want to stay away from the smaller breeds.
Okay.
Puppies are a lot of work.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot of time, because I think one thing people seem to forget is that they don't just know stuff.
Yeah.
You have to train them, and that all takes time.
Yeah. And so with him, because we don't know a lot about his provenance,
Yes.
so to speak, tell me a little bit about how big do you think he will get?
It is hard to say.
Yeah.
I'm thinking he probably won't get much bigger, just because his legs are so darn short. But it really is hard to say. assuming is a little golden retriever.
Yeah.
He may get a little bigger, but I don't think he'll get too much bigger.
And he does seem to have a really sweet personality.
Yeah, and he loves to come up and snuggle with you in bed, too.
Well, and then we do have these kittens, and, you know, it's so funny. We talk often about dogs and about how they have different personalities, but these cats are the very same thing. Every cat, like this cat here who's in my pen holder, this is
Daffodil.
Daffodil is very brave. She's the first one that came out of the carrier. She's willing to go and check things out.
I think she was the first one that tried lapping up milk and giving up the bottles and stuff too. So.
Yeah. So it's kind of funny to see how we often talk about dogs having different personalities, but cats are the same way. So, you know, having a foster mother like you, it allows you to say, well, this cat is a little snuggler, this cat is a little bit more playful, likes to eat paper. You're eating paper now? What are you doing? So it's really important to talk. I think one of the things I love about the foster system is that you do really know these pets because you live with them. They're not housed overnight in a facility, or they're with them 24 hours, and you actually bottle fed these babies.
These were a litter of 6 that came in. The mother had disappeared, and they were about 2.5 weeks old. So we had to bottle feed them all.
And how many times a day? Yeah.
Well, these guys were lucky enough that if I fed them like at 11 o'clock at night, they were good till morning. So then they were ravenous when the morning came. So they're climbing up your pant legs while you're trying to feed one at a time. And so, but they progressed really good. And it's better, you know, that the mothers come with kittens. And these are 4 of 6, so it's an unusually large litter. Sometimes there's 6 and 7. A good advertisement for spaying and neutering your pets, because boy, oh boy, we can have. This is the one of 3 newborn litters that are in the system already.
For Steele County.
Yeah. And we have one that's a singleton, where I think maybe a couple of these will go to be buddies with that one, because it's not good for them to be alone.
Okay.
And everybody talks about, you know, the costs of adopting a kitten especially, but just for information, we've got $150 in milk replacer formula into this one litter alone because it came from a mother without a mother.
Yeah.
And so the formula and replacement is kind of an expensive little deal, but
it is true that you can go to a farm and pick up a free farm cat.
Oh, sure.
But you have to put the money into the deworming them, you know, because at a farm cat especially, there's going to be a lot of different.
Well, there's $150 into these guys already just in feeding them, and now we start the shots, the distemper and the rabies and the spay and neutering. So, you know, realization, that's where your cost comes from for kittens and stuff. So and you need to do.
You're getting a healthy cat.
Yeah,
that's the nice thing, is that if you do get a farm cat, you never know what you're going to be getting.
Exactly.
These cats have been seen the vet. They've from the beginning, from the minute you guys get them, and they're well.
Your barn cats and stuff are going to have worms and ear mites and stuff, and you need to treat that. It can damage their hearing if you don't treat ear mites and so on. But the spring rush of kittens is on. We urge for people to get their animals spayed and neutered so we don't have this.
Because they're cute, but the problem is that there's
they
so many.
Yeah,
and they do grow up. Well, I'm a cat person, but there's just so many that there's not enough homes for them.
This mother had 6, and now there's 2 females in this bunch, and by next spring they'll be producing, so do the math on how quickly that gets out of control.
Yeah.
And we really desperately need foster homes for both dogs and cats especially.
And so to be a foster home, you have to have a lot of education and
just treat them like your own, a lot of love. Treat them like it's your own pet. Get them to their appointments and their shots and stuff and adoption days.
Well, let's talk a little bit about adoption days. You've got a list of events coming up. Let's talk about how people can come and see some of these beautiful babies.
Well, this Saturday we are having a pet adoption day, and it's going to be actually at the For the Paws golf tournament, which is going to be out at Brooktree Golf Course. So we're going to have our canines out at Brooktree this Saturday in place of our regular pet adoption day.
Okay.
And at the end of the month, on May 30th, we are going to have a Black Cat Blast, which will be a pet adoption day specifically for our black cats, like this cute little guy right here.
She calls her Wolfie because
look at that face. He looks like a little wolf man.
Yeah. So beautiful. Because people, and I've heard this myself, is that black animals tend to have a harder time being adopted.
They
do.
Yeah.
And that blows me away because the black cats I know are sweet and loving and snuggly, more so than some of the other cats.
Their temperaments typically are a lot better than some of the other types of cats, and yet there's the old superstition that they are bad luck.
Don't judge me by the color of my fur, my
Right.
personalities. And a black cat going somewhere, walking in front of you is just a cat going somewhere. So.
Yeah, just
Exactly. There's a cat on the way. Why did the cat cross the road? This one's really curious. Hi, how are you?
I have
You a
one
nose sniffer?
adult male that is the surrogate uncle for all these guys. He goes in and gives them a lick job every once in a while and plays with them. So
And he's a black cat who
he's a black cat. Uncle Charlie.
Charlie.
Takes care of the babies for me. He's done it for 2 different litters and stuff, so he's really good.
And I think it's good for people to if they do have these thoughts about the black cats, to have this fundraiser specifically for this adoption day just for the black cats.
Yep.
So you can see and get to know them and their personalities and know they're just like any other cat.
Who could
Yeah,
not
they
love
really
this
are.
little guy? Look
Yeah.
at that face. I mean, who would not?
Fuzzy muffin. He
Real
really is.
fuzzy.
Well, and that's what's interesting is so these guys will not be ready for quite a while.
It'll be a month or so
A month
before
or
they're
so.
ready.
So,
to,
if you see one today and you love them, can someone say, I know I can't take him home right now, but I really would love this little gray and white baby in my home.
Yes.
Just, call today, find out that information, and we'll be glad to let you take one of these guys home in a month or so when they're ready.
Yeah, because they can fill out all the paperwork and, pay the fee so we hold them. And then
we got
when the
another
day
little
comes-
short-haired black one in this litter and a little orange and white Cheeto.
Yeah.
Little Cheeto isn't here yet.
Cheeto.
Little Cheeto.
She thought maybe six
Cheeto.
kittens might have been a little much for us to handle today. So she
I
only brought
thought
in
maybe
one.
6 might be a little wild, so.
Tell me what it's like to be a foster pet mother.
Well, it takes a little work. Like, I've got 8 adults in my house besides these, so there's a lot of litter box changing and a lot of vacuuming of the fur. We don't want to get away from that. It's a little bit of a job, but at night when you sit on the couch and everybody's on you like a fur blanket, it's kind of fun to do and stuff. So if you love animals, and it's a good learning experience for if you have young children, and you don't quite know if you want a pet to own a pet or not. Fostering either a dog or a cat will find out, are we ready for this? Is this something we want to do? And so it's a good trial period to find out if an animal fits into your lifestyle.
Yeah, and the Humane Society does help with the cost of fostering that animal.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
so there's
All the medical expenses are taken care of, and if they need specialty food, we'll get that for them like these guys have to have.
So give us some information on how they can, maybe if they want to see Spencer or if they'd like to see these kittens, how can they do that?
They would call 451-4512 and talk to Allie, and she will give you the number of, for Pat or for me.
Yeah, and see this. Thank you so much. I really love that you guys come in and bring these babies. Really do appreciate it. That one's asleep already. Wow.
Yeah, it's nap time.
Nap time. All right, we'll be right back with the Owatonna Today Show. Stay with us.
Don't let the cold winter weather stop you from exercising. Keep up your fitness program at the West Hills Tennis and Fitness Center. We offer a variety of different membership packages available on daily, monthly, and yearly basis. We also have a variety of programs and services to help the newest of members get started and to help those who have been around for a while improve on what they are doing. The Tennis and Fitness Center participates in insurance reimbursement programs with a variety of different insurance providers that could make you eligible for up to $20 credit each month. For more information about the West Hills Tennis and Fitness Center, call us at 444-4290.
Everyone deserves opportunities to have a good life, a quality education that leads to a stable job, enough income to support a family through retirement, and good health. But the reality is, many children fall behind, many families are struggling, and many others are in poor health. United Way's goal is to find long-term solutions. Thanks to a grant from the Otto Bremer Foundation, we're hosting community conversations this year to address these issues. If you'd like to join us, please call our office.
Hi, I am Dr. Amy Swain from Amy Swain Hearing Centers, and for more than 20 years I have been helping people hear better. It has been a very rewarding experience, but so many people put off getting help with their hearing. Clients often tell me they wish they had started wearing hearing aids sooner, as their quality of life was improved so much with better hearing. Call me today at 1-800-804-3361 for a free hearing test at Amy Swain Hearing Centers of Owatonna, Austin, and Waseca. That's 1-800-804-3361, where Dr. Amy Swain wants everyone to hear better.
Hi, I'm Brenda with the Mortgage Office of Brenda Bednar, aligned with American Mortgage and Equity Consultants, where closings feel right from the beginning. I'm a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hello, I'm Sean McNulty. And I'm Deb Gillard with Brookdale Senior Living, Sterling House, and Clarebridge of Owatonna. And we are a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, I'm Ron Clancher with Clancher & Son Landscaping and Concrete. We support the Owatonna Today Show, and so should you.
And we're back with the Owatonna Today Show, almost as cute as the puppies and kittens. It's Jared Hendricks. Hi.
Good morning.
How are you?
Doing well.
Good. So glad you're here. Why don't you do a quick, give us a quick introduction to yourself.
Well, I'm Jared Hendricks with the Owatonna Public Utilities, and I have now been with the marketing and energy conservation side of things here for not quite a year. So have been learning a lot and have had a wonderful time with different things. We did, I think the last time I was on here, I was talking about a workshop that I had coming up, and I do different things with our commercial customers and just different educational pieces as well. So
what I love about the public utilities is that it's not just an entity that feels like here's your service. You actually want to make people's lives better, help the environment. There's so many different prongs that you really do have as part of your company policy to work with the community. And we're going to talk a little bit today about one of the ways you're trying to make life a little easier for those who are part of your business.
Exactly. One of the things that we see today is payments. How do you pay your bill today? Do you pay your bill with checks? Do you pay your bill with cash? Do you stop down? Do you mail them in? Do you go online? And all of those things are ways that people prefer to pay bills, depending upon who we are.
Exactly.
And we want to make sure that we're able to accommodate everybody the best we can. So we do have a number of different ways that you can pay your bill for the Owatonna Public Utilities.
Mm-hmm. And so what's great about this is that not only is it available in paper form, but you can also find all of this on the internet as well.
Yes, you can.
So when we talk about this a little bit today, if people are curious and they want to find out more, there's more information on the website for them.
There is.
Yeah.
And that would be OwatonnaUtilities.com. And on the left side, and shoot, I wish I had a picture of this, I believe it's payment, customer service and payments, I believe is what it is. And it'll list all of our payment options that are available to our customers.
Yeah. The traditional way, of course, that I always did it was drop it in the little slot, the little box.
The drop box right in the parking lot.
Yeah, save yourself that stamp.
Yep, and not only do we have one in a parking lot there, we do have one at Hy-Vee and Cashwise Foods as well.
So do you shopping?
So if you're out grocery shopping, you happen to have your bill in your coat pocket, which hopefully we don't have to wear coats too much longer here, but maybe your purse or in your back pocket, you can just drop it off at those two locations as well if you don't want to make a second trip.
Yeah, but yet you even make it a little bit more simple, and you can do that online. Tell me about how easy that process.
You can go right online if you haven't already signed up. If you go to the top right corner of our website, it'll say My Account. And it's just a little button you click on. It'll bring you to another website. It might be a pop-up depending upon if you're using Internet Explorer, or Chrome, or Firefox, or different ones are a little bit different.
Yeah.
And if you haven't created an account, right below the boxes to log in says, create a new account. It's really simple. It's going to ask for a couple pieces of information. It is personal information to verify that you are who you are.
Which is a safety thing for you.
It is very much a safety thing. It's important that all of our customers' information is secure and safe. So when you're paying bills online, of course you look for the HTTPS, and that is a secure website then, and your information is safe and secure. So then you log in, and boy, it's been a while now. I just tend to pay mine in the office because I just walk right by it in the morning. But you
follow those prompts, and they should be able to help
Yes,
you. And if you have questions, I know they can call the office, and someone will walk them through
Exactly.
that as
If they have any questions, always feel free to call our office. Our customer service representatives are very phenomenal in helping everybody out, getting to where they need to be, and directing them to how to do online payments
What's
or
great,
things
though,
like
is
that.
if you like to drop it off in the mail, but for some reason you forgot or you couldn't get there, you can easily just do even a one-time payment. It's not something you have to do all the time.
Right. In fact, our online is only set up as a one-time payment. So each month you do have to go in, but you can be assured that we're not going to take your information once and use it every month without your permission.
Right.
We cannot do that from our online currently,
Okay.
which is a security thing to make sure that we're not taking your payment if you haven't authorized it.
Again, just to make it as easy as possible for you. And as we're getting into, the springtime in Minnesota lasts for about 2 weeks. So we made.
I'm hoping summer falls on a Saturday.
Good luck with that.
I know.
Tell me a little bit about, as we're going into this summer season, and of course it's going to get warmer because we are Minnesota, what are some things we can do to prepare our home to become more energy efficient for the upcoming season?
To prepare your home to be more efficient for the upcoming season, a lot of the same things you were doing for winter, making sure that your doors don't have leaks, your attic is insulated and sealed, that you have windows that aren't open if you're air conditioning, no different than windows that aren't opening if you're heating. And I've done it. Boy,
Yeah.
I turned the air conditioner on one time. I'm like, why do I feel this really warm spot? I'm like, oh, it's because my window's open this far. So you can do different things like that as well. Make sure that you have your air conditioner cleaned and tuned.
Well, talk to me a little bit about that, because there are wall units and then there are whole house units, and you need to do it for both.
Correct. And our air conditioner clean and tune rebate is for a central air conditioner. So we wouldn't be able to rebate a window or a wall air conditioner unit, but we do have a $25 rebate for having your central air conditioner cleaned and tuned by an HVAC specialist. And most of the form is actually filled out by the specialist because there's a bunch of different technical stuff.
Sure.
But it makes it really easy for the customer. Pretty much you have to put your name and address down and sign on the bottom because they filled everything else out for you right when they were doing your air conditioner clean and tune. But it can save a substantial amount of cooling costs. Your coils get dirty, the outside piece that you see that gets full of grass and leaves, and that can get dirty. And when these things are dirty, they don't work as efficiently. So we always, of course, want to make sure that everything is clean, everything's working as the best it can, make sure you're using as little energy as possible, make sure we're saving on your bill the best we can.
So usually with the wall units, it's something you can do on your own quite often.
If you see the big thing, change the filter. In the wall units, we don't think about filters nearly as much. Some of those are washable filters. Sometimes they need to be changed or cleaned more frequently because if it's not the paper filter, it might be allowing a little bit more air to flow through, or it's such a smaller space it just needs more airflow and it might clog up more quickly.
Okay.
So change your filter is a big one. Whether it's a furnace, it's an air conditioner, it's a wall unit, changing a filter is a huge thing.
And it can be kind of easy for you to do that on your own. You don't necessarily need a technical manual.
Exactly.
Figure it out.
And most of the wall or window air conditioners, it'll usually have a spot on it. It'll have an arrow that says, change filter, clean filter, or something like that. I know when I had one, it pointed me out right where to go to clean that. Sometimes it's just a little piece that you pull up, and it'll be this plastic mesh that you then take and wash in some hot water, put it back in, and good to go again.
Yeah. So there's the concept of trying not to use that unit as much as possible because again, saving energy, and there's going to be peak flow days this coming summer where energy is being used. Talk to me a little bit about how to find out when those are and kind of what that means to us in this area.
We advertise what we call peak alert days, and that's when we have high energy usage in Owatonna. It means that we're trying to make sure that we can provide electricity to everybody at an affordable rate still. On those peak days, the electricity we purchase can potentially rise. We don't want that to happen if possible, so we ask everybody to do their part. Not just residents either. Industry also is asked to do what they can to conserve energy. So it's not just us in our home. We're not asking you to reduce your comfort level by any means. We're asking you, if you can turn your air conditioner warmer 1 or 2 degrees, if you're on...
So it's not turn off everything electrical in your
turn
house.
off everything you're not using.
There you go.
That's the big one. We frequently will forget that our computer's on, that we left the TV on. Even a TV or stereo that's turned off is still using electricity.
So unplugging that.
unplugging it, or another very simple way is to put in a power strip that has a switch on it. And if you turn the switch to the off position, it's no longer using electricity.
And oftentimes those power switches are actually a safety issue when it comes to electrical storms, which we've had a lot recently, to making sure that it doesn't blow out your TV or your stereo. So.
You know, you don't hear as much about TVs being destroyed from lightning anymore because there's more safety features, but it is still a very important thing. When a lightning strikes a transformer, it can send a large jolt of electricity through that could potentially overload a stereo, a TV, a cell phone charger. Usually the cell phone's safe depending upon, or because of how they're set up. But these different little things like that, if they're unplugged during an electrical storm or the power strip is turned off, you're pretty safe that way.
So just taking care of your electrical devices that you've spent a lot of money on.
Yes. Yes, because they have not gotten any cheaper, it doesn't seem like.
They have not. So if people have questions about how to be more energy efficient this coming spring, how can they get a hold of you?
You know, they can get a hold of me by calling our office, which is 451-2480, and see if some of the questions are very simple, quick customer service questions. Some of them might be a little bit more in depth, and then in that case, just ask for Jared Hendricks, and they will get you over to my office, and I can help you with that.
Good. Well, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you very
do
much.
Appreciate it. We will be right back. Please stay with us.
Hi, I'm Mike.
And I'm Jake with Napa Auto Parts.
Napa has the know-how for all your automotive needs.
Napa is a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hello, my name is Katie Marshall. A year ago, my family and I became homeless. We were scared and alone. Today, with the help of Steele County Transitional Housing and generous donors like you, my family and I are safely housed. I am working, going to college, paying my rent on time. My children have a warm bed to sleep in every night. My family and I are so grateful for this second chance. Please help others in need by donating to transitional housing today. Everyone deserves a safe place to live.
And it's time for a look at some of your community announcements. As the Humane Society people were leaving, they did want to remind you that if you would like to golf this weekend, you can still do that. They're still looking for people who are willing to become groups to golf, and you can talk to Reggie's Brew House, and they'll give you more information on how you can golf and help save some of those little babies and help keep them around and in homes that can care for them. So make sure you do that. The Eat Wings Raise Funds supporting the Owatonna Arts Center is coming up at Buffalo Wild Wings anytime on May 14th. All you need to do is eat there and let your waiter know that you want to donate to the fundraiser. And Owatonna Arts Center will get 10% of the sales from the day. So you can do that this Wednesday, May 14th. Then coming up on the 17th, it's Create Beautiful Blooming Flower Art with the whole family from 3 to 4:30 at the Arts Center. It's $5 for members, $8 for non-members. It's a great way to make your home a little more beautiful in a family way. Owatonna Community Blood Drive, St. Joseph's Catholic Church on Elm Street is coming up. It is today from noon to 6, tomorrow from noon to 6, as well as on Friday from 8 to 1. You can call 800-733-2767 or go online for more information. The Civics Contributions Committee of the Women's Club of Owatonna is seeking applications to receive funds from their annual charity event. The charity event itself is going to be held on November 22nd at the Eagles Club, and they want your applications to be turned in by May 19th, and all proceeds from the event are given to nonprofit organizations or to benefit community projects in Steele County. You can send in your applications or actually request them from Sandy Boss at 603 East Phelps Street right here in Owatonna. What's It Worth? An antique appraisal event is coming up. Mark Morin and will be at Senior Place Saturday, May 31st from 10 until 1 for an antique and collectibles appraisal event. There's a $15 per item appraisal fee, and a portion of the appraisal fees will be donated to the Senior Place. You can bring in fine art, furniture, ceramics, glassware, vintage ware, all sorts of great stuff. So you can get more information at the Owatonna Senior Center if you want to know more. Okay. Today is Wednesday. Friday, we're going to be having the Express Employment Professionals update, as well as an interview I got to do with Ron Shara from last week. So make sure you tune in then. In the meantime, please have a great day.